Be honest. You've done it. Standing in your kitchen, talking through a decision out loud, whispering instructions to yourself in a parking lot, maybe even giving yourself a full pep talk in the mirror before something terrifying. And then someone walks in, and you stop, immediately, as if you were caught doing something wrong. But what if you weren't doing something wrong? What if you were doing something remarkably right? Society taught you a simple equation. Talking to yourself equals unstable. It's the thing people joke about, the thing you hide. But cognitive science tells a completely different story. Researchers have found that people who engage in self-directed speech tend to have higher cognitive function, sharper focus, and deeper self-awareness. That habit you've been embarrassed about? It may be one of the most sophisticated things your brain does. Here's what the science actually says. 1. It sharpens your focus. A study published in the Quarterly Journal of Experimental Psychology found that saying the name of an object out loud while searching for it helped people find it significantly faster. Speaking to yourself narrows your attention. It cuts through mental noise. Your voice becomes a spotlight. 2. It organizes chaotic thoughts. Your mind processes thousands of fragmented thoughts daily. When you speak them out loud, you force structure onto chaos. You move from thinking about a problem to thinking through it. Language imposes order that silent thought often cannot. 3. It strengthens emotional regulation. Psychologists call it self-distanced self-talk. When you talk to yourself, especially using your own name, "Come on, David, you've handled worse," you create psychological distance from your emotions. You become both the one feeling and the one coaching. That separation is powerful. 4. It boosts memory and learning. Repeating information aloud activates a dual encoding process. You hear it and you speak it. Your brain processes the same information through 2 channels instead of 1. This is why people who study out loud tend to retain more. 5. It's a sign of higher self-awareness. Not everyone pauses to examine their own thoughts. Self-talk requires a level of metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking. That is not common. That is not a flaw. That is cognitive depth most people never access. 6. It accelerates problem solving. Talking through a problem out loud forces you to confront gaps in your logic. You can't hide from a half-formed idea when you hear it spoken. Your own voice becomes your most honest critic. 7. It's how exceptional minds operate. Einstein talked to himself. So did Darwin. So do elite athletes before critical moments. They weren't losing control. They were sharpening it. The habit you suppress in public is the same tool high performers use deliberately. So no, you are not crazy. You are not broken. You are running a cognitive process that most people either never develop or never have the courage to use openly. The voice in your head chose to speak out loud, and that decision made your thinking clearer, your emotions steadier, and your mind sharper. Don't silence it. It might be the smartest part of you. If this changed how you see yourself, even slightly, consider subscribing. This channel is a quiet corner for people who think deeply about how their minds work, and you clearly belong here.